Have you ever wondered, how do I know if my dog truly loves me or just really loves the food bowl I fill every day? Many people believe that giving their dogs delicious meals, fancy toys, or frequent belly rubs is enough to express love. But the truth is, there are simple, sometimes even strange, behaviors that, if you pay close attention, are actually your dog's most honest, "I love you." And here's something that might surprise you. Sign number 6 might be the clearest one of all, but it's also the one most people overlook, even those who've owned dogs for years. If you love dogs and don't want to miss more videos like this, hit that subscribe button now, so every time you come back, you and your pup will understand each other a little better. Have you ever wondered, how do I know if my dog truly loves me or just really loves the food bowl I fill every day? Many people believe that giving their dogs delicious meals, fancy toys, or frequent belly rubs is enough to express love. But the truth is, there are simple, sometimes even strange, behaviors that, if you pay close attention, are actually your dog's most honest, "I love you." And here's something that might surprise you. Sign number 6 might be the clearest one of all, but it's also the one most people overlook, even those who've owned dogs for years. If you love dogs and don't want to miss more videos like this, hit that subscribe button now, so every time you come back, you and your pup will understand each other a little better. A dog's love doesn't always look the way humans expect it to. They can't speak, but they have their own language, through their eyes, their tail, a gentle head tilt, or even sitting directly on your lap like you're their personal throne. And it's these small, subtle things that often reveal the real answer, whether you're truly the one they love the most. And sometimes, that sign is written right across their face. It's that moment you walk through the door after a long day, and your dog's eyes light up, and then one of their eyebrows raises just a bit higher than the other. It sounds tiny, easy to miss, but according to a study from Japan, when dogs see the person they love the most, they tend to move their left eyebrow more than usual, a unique emotional reaction they don't show when looking at their favorite toy. So, next time you come home, if you catch their left eyebrow lifting and their face subtly shifting in a special way, congratulations! You just might be the most important person in their world. Try noticing it. It's amazing how love can show up in something as small as a twitch of an eyebrow. But if that loving look still doesn't melt your heart, what happens next just might. Dogs can't smile the way humans do, but they have their own kind of smile. Some dogs give you a soft grin, some stick their tongue out to the side, and others, if they're truly comfortable, will gently roll onto their back, belly up, looking at you as if to whisper, "Please, give me a rub." It might seem like a simple gesture, but in the world of dogs, exposing their belly means total trust, so much that they're willing to let their guard down completely. Of course, be mindful. It's also possible that a dog rolls over because they're nervous or itchy. So if you see them breathing calmly, eyes soft, body relaxed, take it slow and gently rub their belly. Because that's not just a stomach. It's an invitation into the safest part of their world. And as you gently rub their belly, you might catch them looking at you, slowly, and holding that gaze a little longer than usual. Did you know that according to another study from Japan, when dogs gaze into the eyes of someone they love, their oxytocin levels can increase by up to 130%. This is the same bonding hormone that is released when a mother looks at her child. Just one look, and if you are someone special to them, they will hold that gaze as if they are memorizing every little expression on your face. So if your dog often tries to lock eyes with you, know that you are not just the one who feeds them or takes them for walks. You are their entire world reflected in those eyes. And if you are petting your dog and notice them leaning gently into you, do not assume it is just a random position. That lean, that soft weight against you, is your dog's way of saying, "I want to be closer to you." It is a sign of emotional connection, an unconscious behavior from a creature that feels safe and happy. And if they only do this with you and not with others, then congratulations, you are the favorite pillow of their heart. Try sitting on the floor and petting them. If they lean all the way into you instead of pulling away, that is a quiet kind of love, but a very real one. Some dogs do not enjoy being petted too much, but that does not mean they do not want to show affection in other ways. Sometimes they will sit right in your lap or plant their butt on your leg like they are saying, "This is my personal throne." It might sound a little funny, but this is how some dogs express a gentle kind of possessiveness, like a declaration that you belong to them. With larger dogs, it can feel a bit heavy, but the affection behind it is just as sweet. If you notice your dog constantly climbing onto you, sitting on your legs, or resting their head on your thigh, understand that they are trying to be as close to you as physically possible, as if shortening the physical distance will bring their heart even closer to yours. But closeness does not always have to mean sitting on top of you. One of the most heartwarming and practical signs of love is when your dog brings you a toy. It is not just an invitation to play. It is an act of sharing something they love most with the person they love most. And interestingly, if you have shown excitement for that toy in the past, they may have learned that bringing it closer to you will get your attention and interaction. Sometimes they might even turn away the moment you reach for it, turning it into a playful game of chase. But behind all that mischief lies a very sweet truth. They just want your attention, your time, and to share a little moment of closeness with you in their own uniquely doggy way. But if bringing you toys still is not enough to make your heart melt, there is something else. It is smaller, more subtle, and easy to miss if you are not paying attention. It is the way your dog tilts their head or gently leans their back against you while you are petting them. What seems like a mindless little movement is actually a deeply sincere emotional gesture, a creature quietly trying to get closer to someone they love. Dogs cannot say, "I love you" with words, but that lean is their own version of the phrase. And if they do it with you more than with anyone else, chances are you are already holding a very special place in that little furry heart. And sometimes you have barely left your seat, without even saying goodbye, when you hear a soft whine behind you, a nervous stance, and those wide, round eyes that seem to ask, "Where are you going?" A strong reaction when you leave is not just a sign of dependence, it is a sign of deep attachment. When a dog does not want to be apart from you, even if it is only for a few minutes, it shows that your presence is not just part of their routine, but a crucial piece of their emotional safety and happiness. Love does not always need to be grand. Sometimes, one lingering look as you walk away says it all. And when you are home, pay attention. In a house full of rooms and comfy corners, why does your dog always choose to lie exactly where you are sitting? Even if the tiled floor is cooler or the couch in the other room is softer, they still curl up in the same space you are in. That simple choice says so much. Their willingness to stay in the same room with you, even when nothing is happening, proves how peaceful your presence feels to them. You do not have to constantly entertain them. Sometimes, just being there is enough to make them happy. What is even more incredible is when your emotions begin to affect their mood. Dogs who are deeply bonded with their humans often respond visibly to their feelings. Have you ever been sad, and your dog quietly came over, laid their head on your leg, or simply sat beside you in silence? Or maybe when you were dancing around the room in joy, they joined in, wagging their tail and spinning in circles. These are not coincidences. Dogs can read and mirror your emotions, and this silent kind of love shows most clearly when your feelings become their frequency too. Another fascinating way dogs show love is by mimicking your actions. Some dogs do not just follow you around. They yawn when you yawn, stretch when you stretch, and even lie down when you do. This is known as mirroring behavior, and it indicates a high level of emotional alignment between you and your dog. Just like long-term couples tend to adopt each other's habits, your dog slowly syncs with you in both behavior and mood. No commands, no training, just love, making you more alike every single day. And then, there are dogs who do not display any grand gestures at all. They do not jump on you or run around with toys. But then, at the most unexpected moments, when you are watching a movie or lying on the couch, your dog quietly walks over, touches your hand with their cold little nose, and lies down beside you without saying a word. That gesture is small, but meaningful. It is like a gentle hello, a silent affirmation that says, "I'm here with you." Those nose touches are not just random. They are a quiet, steady form of connection, deep and sincere. Just like those quiet nose touches, some gestures might seem ordinary, but are actually powerful declarations of love. One of the sweetest is when your dog chooses to sit in your lap or place their whole body on your legs as if those legs were their personal throne. Many people think dogs only like lying next to you, but sitting right on top of you is a way of claiming emotional space. It is their way of saying, "This person is mine." With small dogs, it is adorable. With big dogs, it might feel like being crushed. But either way, it is a privilege they reserve for someone truly special. And if you have ever walked through the door after hours away and been pounced on by your dog, claws scraping your clothes, ears flapping, tail wagging like crazy, do not rush to scold them. It may not be the most polite behavior, but in that moment, they are simply overwhelmed with joy. They forget every bit of training, toss all rules out the window, just because they missed you so much. If you have ever clutched your chest after one of those enthusiastic leaps, think about this. When was the last time someone was that excited just to see you again? Some dogs go even further and express their feelings in ways that are, well, a little awkward, like trying to mount during playtime. Do not panic, and do not assume they have some strange intentions. This is not sexual behavior. It is a reaction to extreme excitement and affection, and they just do not know how else to channel that energy. It might look funny or embarrassing, especially if guests are around, but it is really just a sign that they feel safe and unfiltered around you. No need to encourage it or scold them harshly. Sometimes, a gentle look of understanding is all they need. For dogs with a protective nature, love is expressed through watchfulness. If a stranger enters your home, they move forward. If someone gets too close while you sleep, they sit up and observe. Even something as simple as hugging someone unfamiliar might make your dog squeeze between you, silently saying, "Nope, this person is mine." These protective actions do not have to be loud or aggressive. Sometimes it is just them lying in the doorway, sitting outside your room, or following behind you whenever you leave the house. However they show it, the fact that your dog feels the need to guard you is one of the clearest signs that you are truly important in their world. And sometimes, love shows up not through action, but through words, or rather, the way dogs respond to them. Some dogs know the exact name of the person they love most. When someone says, "Where's Dad?" or "Where's Mom?" their ears perk up, eyes scan the room, tail starts wagging. To them, your name is not just a sound. It is a collection of everything they associate with joy: your smile, your scent, your laugh, your presence. That might be why they respond faster when you call their name and why they search immediately when someone else calls yours. And finally, if there is one sign that makes you say, "Okay, this is just weird," it might be their jealousy. A study with 24 dogs found that when their owner gave attention to another dog or person, these dogs would actively try to interrupt or reclaim that attention. If your dog has ever wedged themselves between you and someone you were hugging, or looked grumpy when you pet another dog, do not get upset. They are simply telling you in their own way, "I don't want to share you." And believe it or not, that is one of the most honest, unfiltered, and absolutely adorable forms of love. A dog's love is not always loud. Sometimes it is just a glance, a gentle lean, or their quiet presence beside you for no particular reason. And if you start to notice those little things, maybe you will realize that you are already the one they love most in the world. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share it with other dog lovers, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss more heartwarming videos like this one. Now tell me in the comments, what is the sweetest or strangest thing your dog has ever done to show their love for you? I would truly love to hear your story.